Hello everyone, I'm Salad and welcome back to Code Vein. Today, we're hopefully going to defeat the final boss of the DLC, this lightning guy. Last time, he definitely wrecked me with his lightning orbs that did a ton of damage, and his lightning traps everywhere that sapped my strength. Other than that, he wasn't too bad, but we never got him below half health. That's what really frightens me about this, so... let's just go in this and let's see how we do first run of the day. Got Lord of Thunder, alright. Don't remember anything you do, even though it hasn't been that long. I still don't get that. Okay, he changed his wing color to lightning, but he changed it to be red before. And I'm not really sure what the meaning of that is. He only used thunder so far, so it's not like he's changing elements. Oh, why'd I do that? I know that he's doing that thing. Also, I just casually dodged that with my skill, even without meaning to. And that's good. That's why I put that skill on the dodge button, just in case I accidentally do it. This guy's not too hard to dodge. Okay, I'm definitely less sloppy than I was playing last time. I don't know, some days I guess I'm more focused. Nice. I haven't been using this skill enough though. Nice. Oh! That's what I get for trying to scratch my head. Now? Okay, not ideal. I should be dodging the other way, I think. Keep missing. Excuse me while I heal. That was too early, but it worked out. Oh, that didn't. He's got a combo on me there. Alright, he's doing his thingy. Alright. Yeah, I'm mistiming that a little bit. Oh, that didn't work out at all. Okay. Okay, not a terrible run, first run of the day. I definitely did not do enough damage to him. I didn't spam my my ability enough. But I was just focused on getting the timings down, things like that. And I think I did alright. Now, one idea I might have is that this weapon's a bit slow, and I know before we've had a lot of luck just switching to a slightly faster weapon in that, what was it again? I don't know, this one, yeah. The heavy axe, we've had luck doing that before. So I think I'm going to try that out. Says there's a lot less damage, but that's only because we didn't do this thing. Is it a halberd or hammer? It's a hammer, weirdly enough. So there we go. We'll get some of our damage back. Now that we're lighter, is there anything I can do to help me out here? I could wear something probably a bit more tanky, right? Like the Night Fang? Does that have better lightning resist? It doesn't. Huh. Alright, I'm just going to look through these a little bit. Actually, the Ivory Grace greatly boosts gifts. And I'm looking at the Dark gift stat. Try to see if maybe... Oh, but this one... This one looks like it boosts Dark gifts a lot as well. And it gives me some resistances. Wait, not even as much, though. It's really hard to compare all of these since they're all at different levels of being upgraded. a bit unfortunate. So I think I'm gonna probably, I don't know. Do I really? I could go to the Noble Silver. I don't know what I want. Okay, we've got a lot of random rewards. I probably should have taken the ones from the other bosses that I fought. Got a bunch of random stuff there. I'm just trying to find something that I was hoping that would maybe give me some haze, because I was thinking of heading back to base and upgrading these Raven fatigues since they have the most lightning defense. I figured that might actually be pretty useful. If that doesn't work, I'll just try maxing out the damage I do with my Dark Gift and see if that helps also. Oh, I got a new blood code from these things? Okay. I just went to the ice one to check what it gives me. Ymir, Frozen Empress. Features high dexterity, high strength and HP for dark gifts. Low dexterity, but high willpower and vitality. Alright, maybe it has some useful abilities for us. And some more stuff. Frost Core. Okay, it's a Ghost Warrior. Lots of different stuff. Azure Greatsword. Alright, lots of random things that I will have to take a look at. I'll see if there's anything that catches my eye as being useful. Alright, let's take a look at this Ymir blood code. I think that... No, the Hades one... Was the... Okay, Cert was the one... Ah, Cert is the one where I got the Fire Blade from. Alright, cool. That actually probably means that we have the Flame Core here. We could probably get that ability if we do some story time. Now this one, Frost Turret, frozen condensed mass that periodically shoots out ice shards. I don't know if that sounds very damaging to me, but maybe. Shoots freezing beams of light in all directions, sweeping down any foes in their way. That was that crazy thing it used against me that I did not enjoy. Ichor focus restores Ichor when you enter a focused state. That could actually be useful. It's a passive. I enter focused state a lot. The question is how much Ichor? Is it just one Ichor? If it's just one Ichor, it's not going to be useful. I don't know how much that is. Alright, I might play around with that at some point. Freezing beams in all directions, that sounds like it's supposed to be used against multiple opponents. So I'm not sure it's going to be useful against a boss. Okay, I'll hold off on those for now. First, I got a little bit of haze there, and I want to see if I can upgrade this Blood Veil, if it'll give me more lightning defense or not. So we'll see how that goes. I did die a few times because these shotgun guys that jump back, very annoying. They'll two-shot you, and they fire 2 shots at once. So they basically one-shot you.
Don't forget.
Okay, it looks like upgrading Blood Veils does not increase their defense. It's just their gifts. I was wondering if that was a thing or not. But since that increases Dark Gifts by a good amount, and let's do that. So I'm gonna just upgrade this as much as I can real quick. Whoa, if I made this a lightning Raven Fatigues, that would increase my lightning defense to 109? What does that mean exactly? Is that 109% defense? Does that mean that I would take no damage from lightning? Or is it some other calculation that I'm not understanding there? That might actually be worth it. Looking at how much it changes things, it doesn't actually decrease the gifts that much. And that lightning resist is pretty hefty. And it doesn't decrease any of our other defenses. So I'm thinking we might do that. Yeah, this other defense ones don't do that much. The fortification, it's not that crazy. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna make this a lightning Raven Fatigues. It'll be our lightning defense.
Make sure you
Unfortunately, I can't get it to +10, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. So let's rest here. We've got a lot of haze sitting around. Can we get any of these abilities? We can't. All right, I'll get a little bit more. I'll unlock a random one of them. And then we were going to go and fight the boss with this. Oh, actually, I could just switch to this blood code real quick and test that ability. 1 second. Let me switch to that blood code. It's the free ability, so it's probably not the greatest, but I want to test it out real quick. Should we have our passives? I guess it doesn't matter. So let me try this out. Here we go. How long does it take to cast? All right, what do you do? All right, how many you shoot out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, so that's actually 8,000 damage from that. How much does that take? 7 Ichor? So that's good because that's actually a lot of damage, and I don't have to get close to him for it. So that actually is a pretty good ability. These DLC bosses seem to have good abilities with themselves. So I might actually use that. Although I forget, is ice not effective against him? I think it's not very effective against him. But still, that's really cool. Let's see. Restores Ichor when you enter a focus state. I do want to try that one out. So we'll get that passive. And can we max it out? We cannot. Alright, so we're gonna... actually, let's just test it. Let's test it to make sure it's worth it at all. We'll equip it here. And we'll get focused. And we'll see what happens there. So that is... this one. Okay. Let's see how that works. And I'll put on an ability so I don't die. There we go. It's that. Let's get some focus. Come on. Come on. We're at 13 right now. Let me see how much we get. Alright, we're at 6. Come on. Oh wow, it doesn't hurt this guy a lot at all. Alright, so we're at 16. Wait, we were at like, what, 3? And then we went to 16? Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, that's worth it. I'm gonna rest here. So if we're gonna be earning... let me see. Now the question is... okay, I'd have to max that out though, and I'm not gonna do that just yet. Alright, that's pretty crazy though. So I don't really want... I have a lot of questions. So that ice thing did a lot of damage to one guy, but not to another. So I don't really know how useful it is or not. That focus is really good. The question is, what would we replace? Focus stamina usage? I want stamina. Let's have evasion to get more focus. I want that. Healing when I enter focus? I want that. Extra damage? I want that. So there's a lot of passives that I want. So I just don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna just see how well this lightning resist helps us. And yeah, let's go. Ow. Okay. That was quite interesting. Actually don't know what happened there to get us to take so much damage. And actually, now that I think about it, forget the Ichor gaining thing. You don't actually need that much. You don't really use that much Ichor. If we get a damaging skill that doesn't require me to get so close to this guy, that'd be great. But otherwise, I think we're good. Ow! Yeah, I don't know. Gotta pay more attention to see what that is he's doing there. Also, I'm playing much more sloppily now. Yeah, can't see what's going on though. Can't seem to dodge properly. Maybe it's because I'm using a lighter weapon, I'm being less deliberate. Because I feel like I can get away with more hits. When really that's not why I switched to another lighter weapon. The main idea was so that I could dodge out of my attacks easier. Ow. Better. Oh, that. Okay, so after he lands, he does like a backflip sometimes. It's really hard to see what's actually going on there, but that's what's going on there. So, I'll keep that in mind. After he lands, he sometimes just decides to do a backflip. He's gonna do the runaround, isn't he? No, this is different. No, it's the same. Oh, I stunned him out of it? I don't know why I'm doing that attack. I didn't want to. Also, I'm getting hit by literally everything. But that's awesome that I can hit him out of that. Okay, could you slow down a little bit, buddy? Okay, I need to select the back half of him. I think that'll help. I'm dead. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Come on. Almost at healing. I'm just getting myself whacked to pieces. And it's not great. And he's doing this thing now. Okay. He's all red. I guess, is that meaning he's in phase 2 or something? Is that all that meaning? Oh my gosh. That was pretty deadly right there. So what I learned from that is, well, first of all, I played way too sloppily. I don't know why that run was so much worse. But one thing I noticed is that lightning defense is not helping me that much. So that was maybe a bit wasteful to upgrade that. So maybe I want to try going full gifts with the Ivory Grace. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't see why not. I could also try going physical defense. I don't know what he's doing more of. So I'm going to go gifts for right now. And I think... do I want to try the ice thing? Yeah, I'll try the ice thing instead of this thing. Maybe that'll be a bit more convenient for me. Oh, I need to actually unlock it, don't I? Okay, so I'll be right back after I unlock it. It might take a little bit. Alright. While I have the money, I'm going to unlock this as well. The ice thing, you know what, I think it's not actually going to end up being that useful to fight. But I also want to try, but I'm going to try it anyways, of course. But I also want to try this. So let's see how this goes. Sounds like it's meant to be used against multiple opponents. Uses 10. Very nice. Okay, so it does 7,000 damage. It's a lot of Ichor. I'm already out. It's kind of wasted trying it on him. I'm gonna go run into the big mob of enemies and use it. I'll probably end up getting myself killed in the process, but we'll try it and see how that works. Just need to take care of this guy first and get some of my Ichor back. There we go. Alright, let's go try it over on these guys. Alright, so there's this guy who needs to die immediately because he's a shotgun dude. So I can't actually do anything with him there. But the rest, oh my gosh. And the dogs I don't want to have either. I don't want to test it on them. I want to test it on these other guys. Okay. Do the thing. Do the other thing. Ignore the venom. Let's go fire a laser. Hello everybody. Gather around. Wait, it didn't do anything? It hit one guy? I'm confused. Did I get like stunned out of it? Do I have to not get hit when it's happening? Is this something that can't happen if I get hit in the middle of it? Excuse me. Everyone pay attention to me again. Alright. Hold up. Let's try this again. Alright. I can't tell if that's doing more damage in front of it or not. Because it lingers in one direction in particular longer than in others. So I don't actually know if that will do more damage to the one target or not. Like, if I do it against this guy, and it stays there for a while. Okay, no, it only hits him twice. Alright, I don't think that's worth it either. There's only one more ability then that could be worth it, and that's in the Hades blood code, the one that supposedly follows people around. So maybe I will try for that one as well, but I'd have to go do story time. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Whatever. Let's go do it. Let's go see if we have the story time in order to unlock that Hades. Sorry, not. I keep saying the Hades blood code. It's not. It's the cert one, I believe. The one from the Hellfire Knight. So there's that ability. Let's see if we can story time our way to victory here. Hello. It's been a while since we talked to you. Store vestige. All right. It's interesting how we're missing so many abilities. What are these other ones? Lowers defense, increases attack. I don't know if we want that. Lowers attack, increases defense. Nope. Resets cooldown. Oh, for your partner. Wait, this unlocks a whole blood code? What? Perform an imperceivable attack from a still sword one. An attack. Restore stamina when you successfully dodge enemy attacks. When the effect, oh, while it's active, it's an active ability. Immediately take up a stance that calms your mind and restores all stamina. I don't know if we'll have time for that in the middle of a battle. Let's see what else. So there's another one, okay. A strike. Wait, slash at an enemy and recover HP? That sounds pretty good. It doesn't tell me how many, how much Ichor that costs, but that sounds really good. Increase your max HP, lower gift effectiveness. Oh, temporarily increase max HP. I can't understand how that could be that useful. Unless it also heals you at the same time, up to that amount. Allows you to guard from all sides rather than only the front. And then this Perseus one. Is this the one in the place we're at right now? Burning boulders. Rains them down like a meteor shower. Okay. Frigid cold that spreads across the ground. A field that periodically drains Ichor from foes. I still don't know exactly how that works. Like, if I drain Ichor from that boss, is he not going to use some of his special abilities? Restores Ichor in exchange for decrease in weapon attack power? No. Okay, so this one seems like it might be useful, but there's no way to know. The rest of these doesn't seem like any of this is useful, except for maybe this one. But then I would have to use a pole arm. I haven't been using one lately. We do have one that we like, but... Alright, so do we not have the thing that I need? Maybe we just don't. I think we just don't. Temporarily boost attack power? I don't have that. Yeah, okay, I guess I just don't have the pieces to get those abilities.
You are going now? Take care.
I would probably have to explore a little bit more in order to find the missing vestiges then. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go and explore those DLC areas any more than I already have. They are definitely a bit of a pain to explore. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with what we got. And that still is the fire ability, maybe the ice turret. We'll try it out once. But yeah, the fire ability and just getting good. Alright. I will continue maxing out this thing's proficiency very slowly until I get enough stuff to instantly upgrade it, or instantly max it out. Actually, I have a new plan, and this will save us some resources in case we don't actually want this ice ability. I'm just gonna run in there and, oh wait, actually, hold on. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to remove this off my bar first. So that's good. But one thing I want, so yeah, what I want to do is I want to run in there, use the ice thing, see how it works against him, and then get out. So let's do it. How does this work against you? Tell me. 500 damage. 3,000 damage. 8,000. 1,000. 12, what? 11,000. That's actually really deadly. Okay, so maybe it works good against bosses. Let's see to what extent that's true. Need more Ichor though. It's a very Ichor heavy ability, so maybe I need to change my loadout up a bit then. So I get more from dodging and getting focus. Might end up dying here, even though I didn't want to. Didn't want another death from that. Ow! That backflip is just the worst. Okay, light, do the thing. Okay, maybe that first one was really lucky, and it hit him multiple times. Well, it definitely hit him multiple times, but maybe it's not normal for him to do that. That's why I'm continuing. I want to test. I need to know for sure if this is a good ability. Ice turret? I don't think so. Here we go, do the thing. Alright, that did much less. It only did a little bit. I think he dodged most of that. Okay. Doing this thing again. Okay, cool. Oh, alright, I have the Ichor gaining thing on, so that's why I'm instantly getting Ichor back. Do the thing. Alright, looks like another unlucky roll. Only 4,000 damage from that. Alright. He's doing his thing. What if I do it this now? What happens? Okay, he doesn't take much damage in that phase. It's good to know. We're just learning things. Ow. I love how that gives me Ichor back. Okay, can you not? Also, I just remembered something. EO has an ability that uses Ichor to defend against damage. If I combine that with this passive, would that make me ridiculously powerful in some way? I feel like it could. I feel like it's possible. Alright, I need to stop getting hit by stuff, or just leave, because that was my original plan, was just to leave. So I might do that. Yeah, let's go. Alright, we made it out of there successfully. So we learned some good things there. We learned that this can actually do some real damage, but you have to get really lucky with it, I think. So maybe that's not going to be worth it. But maybe, I don't know. It's good to have some safer options for doing damage to him than having to get so close. So maybe we still want to get that, I don't know. We also figured out that this Ichor focus ability, it is indeed very good if we want to spam attacks like that. So maybe we want both of those and we just want to try to laser him to death? That could work. Okay, so it looks like this blood code actually has pretty decent stats to it. compared to mine that I was using before. Well, it has better defenses, but more importantly than anything else, it has the best gift, dark gift bonus compared to my old blood code. So I think I might switch to this and see how things go with just trying this one instead. It has the same amount of ichor. It has more balance, which is really important, so that we don't get stunned and things like that. So I actually think that sticking with the Ymir blood code for now might actually be a decent idea, and not even worrying about getting them maxed out in terms of proficiency. The only problem is I have a ton of resources. Oops, I didn't want to. I already got more stuff. I don't want to look at this. I thought that was the missile. I probably want to waste all. What I'm trying to say is I probably want to waste this stuff before I go rushing in there. So let's do that. There we go. Now let's rush in there. Yeah, it's good that this blood code has decent stats to it. So I think we should just be good to do this. There's a few things we can't use, but most of our stuff is still very usable. Wow, 4,000. Well, that's a normal amount, I guess. Alright, we still got the ichor gaining thing on instead of decreased stamina consumption while dodged or while focused. We switched it out still, so hopefully that will help us out a bit with all these spells we're going to be using. Just keep spamming all the spells. Okay, he's just running now, doing his thing. I'd really rather he not though. The longer he takes, the more my skills go on cooldown, and I have to recast them. Ow. Well, at least that hit him twice. And there's that balance coming in for us there, keeping us up. Okay, it's not great. I really need to be dodging better. I didn't mean to heal there. I meant to do this. Oh, okay. Still got hit by the tail end of that. Okay, what does it look like when you're gonna start doing the backflip? That's what I really need to know. That's the one that keeps getting me. What do you do when you do a backflip, buddy? Oh, darn it. Right when he starts doing his thingy. Not ideal. Ugh. I keep doing dodging too early there. Here we go. Have another laser. Okay, he's in his next form. Ow. Ow. Okay. Got it. Okay. Do the thing. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Darn it. That'll have to do. Keep dodging and using abilities. That one hurt him a lot. Nice. That's what I want to see. Keep him stunned. Uh-oh, another form? No, lightning stuff. Okay. I have that dodge in place ability. I should use it now. Once he does his thing, I'm ready. Oh, still ends up hitting me with stuff. Oh, it was on cooldown. And I'm dead. That was pretty... That was something. Okay, so he stun locked me just from his, I don't know what. I guess I was slightly in one of his electric pool things, and then got hit by something, and then just kept getting stunned and stunned and stunned and stunned and stunned. That was not great. That was not the most good thing ever. So, how do I avoid that? Is the question. I don't think there really is a way to. I used that dodge in place, which was great for that first attack, but it has a cooldown. So I'm kind of doomed. At least we know it works against it. It just means that I think, am I just gonna have to dodge in between all those really close to each other electric thingies? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well, let's try this again. I like what we're doing though. We're doing some real damage this way. Just gotta keep spamming our spells and stay behind him. And don't get hit by his other stuff that he does, his backflip. My reach is so small. Oh, he's doing his thingy. Alright, go ahead and yell. I know you want to. Yay, good for you. Wonder how I can get that to proc multiple times. Okay, there's the backflip. I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing though. I really need to know what causes it. So that was his red stage. Or red stage version 2 or something. I wonder what comes after that. Right now it's just that part where he... Okay, can you stop? It's just that part with the orb firing at you and the electric patches. That's the only part that's really a problem right now. Really, nothing else he does can finish me off. He can certainly damage me, but he can't finish me off with what he's been doing. Except for that one ability. Okay, putting it inside of him seems pretty decent. For getting 2 hits sometimes. Yeah, he's doing his thing. Alright. Okay. Getting closer. Can't see what's happening. Man, this game has so many particle effects and stuff that happen. It's partially my fault for all the abilities I'm using, but it's just so hard to see what's happening most of the time. Nice, stun him. Okay, he's doing that, and he hit me into one of his fields. Wait, he's just attacking normally now? No, he isn't. Okay. Ready for a dodge in place when I have to. Okay, I didn't do that right. I'll do the dodge in place for the next one. And yet, I still got hit by something. No. Okay. So, he had some sort of red electric field behind him as he was running around, and I think it clipped me as I was coming out of my teleport dodge and did massive damage. After that, I wasn't quite sure what was happening because I was so stupefied. Something happened to do even more damage after that, and then he landed on me and I dodged, but then I still got hit, or something like that. At least I think I dodged that attack. So that was pretty unfortunate. He gets, he's definitely pretty cheap and pretty cheesy once he does that electric field thing. Not a fan. Try it again. Do our thing. Do our other thing. Spam our abilities. Ow. Maybe I should be using the thing that gains focus from taking damage, because I'm taking so much damage. Not doing well. And avoiding it. Wonder if it matters how much damage you take for that kind of thing. Okay, that was quite a combo he did on me. Here we go. Do this one. Maybe I should be trying the stunning thing on him too, but I don't have it equipped. Alright, I need to recast my ability. Can't forget about it. Darn it, there's no damage when he's in the air. Okay, he's doing his thing. It's fine. It's not the one with the bunch of particles everywhere, or the bunch of pools everywhere, so it's fine. Nice, hit him twice. Oh, next phase. Defense up. I don't know if it will help, but we're gonna do it. Alright, what are you doing? Okay. 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 Man, that's tight. Weaving in between these things while your view is spinning. Okay, I got hit by that one, that's for sure. Okay, he's done actually. And when he's in his red phase, that just means he's ready to do his ultimate. That's all. It's not like a separate phase. Okay, that spinny thing is deadly, I know that. I want to stay away from it. I should be using my ability to get my heals back up. Okay. Alright. Do the thing. What? No damage. What's he doing? What is he plotting? Red phase again, darn it. Okay, defense up. Hopefully it helps me somewhat. Okay. Come on. Dodged one. Alright, these things aren't hurting me as much anymore as I thought. Maybe it was just his, like, stuff coming up behind him that really killed me those other times. But yeah, it still hits you. Wow. What a jerk. You dodge him landing and he hits you with the shockwave right after. Okay, calm down, buddy. Oh, second one? Nope, he didn't do a follow-up. Thought he was gonna do a follow-up spin. Oh boy. Stun! No, 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 this is not the time for stun. Forgot that he does stun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh great, he's doing this again. Heal up. No choice. 1 health left. Oof. Oof. And I got stunned by things. I'm taking damage. I'm gonna get hit. Yep. You can't avoid it. Maybe I need to go around the outside when that happens. Just have to not get hit. That hurt him a lot, so that's good. I'm out of heals though. Oh boy. Oh boy, and I'm dead. Oh boy. Okay, so this guy is almost as spammy as the ice boss, but not quite that spammy. But still, that is that's pretty rough. I got really close. Oh, I didn't get close there. I got him to 1/3 of his health, which unfortunately is still miles away. But I think I did all right. My abilities, they definitely are kind of inconsistent. That top one there, especially at doing damage to him. But when they do damage, it does a lot of damage, and I do kind of need them. I can't think of anything else that I could do to make this easier. So let's keep going in. Maybe blocking would with the Swyhander? I doubt it though. It's highly unlikely that that would help me. I always try it, and it never ends up being the winning strategy. Ah, great. He's doing his thing. It's not what I wanted. Nope, I didn't want to do my attack like that. Okay. Do the thing again. Wow, it completely missed him that time. Okay. Just need to learn his moves. I haven't been learning his moves well enough. Oh. Ow. Ow. I'm doing terribly. Yeah, it's all my bad. Well, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm not ready to call in Yakumo just yet. He may be spammy and extremely unfair of a boss, but at least only for a few of his attacks. Most of his attacks are actually fair. Those ones, his regular slashes that are hard to see, is kind of annoying. It's very hard to see what he's doing, but it's all my fault if I get hit by those. He only has a few really cheap attacks, and it's when he puts down all those electric thingies. That's so something. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something. Alright, you're doing your thing. Good for you. Run around, yeah. Oops, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. Oh my gosh. I still don't understand it. Is it not a backflip? Is it just when he's just jumping up and shooting the electricity and it seems like... Ah! I just really need to find the tells for those things. Honestly, that laser thing, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's really doing that much. It's sometimes, you know, gets a critical hit, but it has such a low crit chance. And I know it's not like an actual critical hit, it's just hitting him twice, but it's such a low probability of that happening. I don't know a consistent repro. Alright, I'm playing very sloppily still. Nice, I stunned him out of that. Okay, that's a ton of damage there. You just have to get really lucky, and you'll obliterate him. But it doesn't happen often. There we go. Ow, not a stun, not a stun. Let me out of this. Let me out of this. Oh boy. Doing your thing. I didn't want to do that. Oof. I want to get to the outside because I know what he's going to do. Alright, it worked. Getting to the outside worked. I have 1 health. Or 1 heal. Nice. Out of stamina there. Okay, that actually worked, but I'm stunned again, which means I'm probably dead here. No, I'm not dead yet. I'm just very close to dead. Right, get to the outside. Nope, not then. Get to the outside at a different time. Alright, I'm gonna die, but I'm close. I'm very close. And I'm dead. That was very close. I ran out of heals, which is very unfortunate. But I got some really lucky stuns in there. I think if I get in close to him and I use both of my really damaging abilities there, that seems to work alright. So, and also I'm waiting on cooldown a lot for them, which is really annoying. So I think I might put on another one if I could. Maybe Firestorm? Something like that. If I can just stun him like that, and then keep attacking, and then stun him again, and then keep if I can stun lock him like that, like how I was just doing there, I think we'll be alright. So I do that, and then I do this. And I do this. Just be stunned. Yes, be stunned. Yep, stunned him out of it. Love it. Okay. When he's doing his charge up thing, that's like the perfect time to do that. Ah, don't do that. What if I block here? No. I wanted to do more damage. Darn you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought he was stunned, but he continues attacking, that's for sure. He's really enjoying jumping this time around. Oh my gosh, I wanted to hit him out of that. Apparently that's not happening. Alright, now run forward. Okay, just had to wait a little bit. That backflip, that's definitely a backflip. I don't see a tell for it. Nice. Look at all that damage, ridiculous. But he just has so much health. And I'm out of stamina. Got hit by the second one. It's fine. Do all the stuff. Get him out of it. Yes. Don't be stunned though. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't do that, please. Okay, we're good. We're not good, but you know, we're sort of good. Just do all the abilities again. Yes, keep at him. Do a thing. And we're dead. Another really close one. We're just running out of health. We can make it though. We can definitely do this one. So the real key to this fight is not just spamming one ability, it's spamming two abilities at once and getting him stunned as many times as possible, while also trying to maintain as much of our health as possible. And we also need to be inside him when spamming our abilities. That's really important. Like this. There we go. That's the way to do it. That's the only way. Okay. Can you quit attacking there? Whoop. Whoop. There we go. We're off cooldown. As long as he doesn't jump away from us too much. That's the real problem. He loves to jump away. Okay, probably shouldn't have done that then. Oh well. Yep, that works wonders. He's doing this and I can't stop him. Oh well. Didn't have any of my abilities charged up. Should have done that earlier. Oh, we'll tank it. Never mind, we won't tank it. That was, unfortunately I played that part really badly. I should have recast my spell immediately once he started doing that, but I waited a little bit too long. Ended up taking damage for it. And he definitely will not allow you to heal when he's running around like that. I already knew it, but I kept trying. Thing. And here we go. Alright, run to the outside. Good. That works out. And second one? Okay. Don't jump. Don't jump! Oh my gosh. His jump is insane. Ah! Ah! And I keep getting hit by both of those. That's what's really draining my health. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, we're good. And with my luck, he's gonna jump again, right? Nope, we're actually good. Gonna do the laser again. Except, We're getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked. And I'm dead. Oh. How far we get in this is really, it really feels like it's very dependent on what moves he decides to use. Even after all this time, I still haven't figured out that backflip attack. It just seems to, when I'm close to him, just randomly do it sometimes. I know there's definitely some kind of tell animation, but you really can't tell. He's got so much, look at his character design. He's got so much stuff going on, so many frills and feathers moving up and down in every which way. And they all kind of move independent of each other as well. So it's really hard to figure out what he's actually doing at any given moment. So figuring out if he's going to be doing that backflip ability is impossible. Oh, that one, yeah. I need to look back in the recording or something. What kind of warning did I get for that? If there was one, I don't know. Oh, see that? Ugh. Man, that was I mean, I'm sure I was damaged to some point, but taking that much health out of me, it's just crazy. Alright, I've had enough of you, boss. Why don't you die this time for me? It would be great if you did. Okay, he does like dig in his paws, but it's so subtle. It's the most subtle thing ever. You know, it's similar to the ice boss. The ice boss, I also could hardly ever tell when she can do her pounce back. Gotta stop swinging. Gotta stop swinging. Oh my gosh, what is that? Can't stun him out of this one, don't think. Yep, not happening. Not happening. And I'm dead. I got pushed into a corner. Oof. Let's put the frost turret back on. Maybe it'll be more reliable. I didn't use my healing ability. I knew that. Fire and ice. Let's go. $900 damage. That's not very much from it, but doing it multiple times, so it should still actually be a good amount. As long as it goes like 7 times, right? So that's almost 7,000 damage. That's still pretty good. In fact, very good. And it means I can stay further away, not that he'll let me. He only goes further away when he wants to go further away. He entirely controls the distance in this fight, and that's what makes it so tough. Distance is one of the most important things in a battle. And he has complete control over it like he does right now. It's really tough. One moment, I want to do my thingy. Let me cast my thingy, please. There we go. No, not there we go. Not even on yet. Stop it! Okay, good. Except I'm still almost dead. There we go. Thank you for giving me some time finally. Yeah, it's not gonna hit him like that. Whoa! Okay. So it doesn't do as much burst damage as that other attack does, but it's still a useful little auto turret. Oh my goodness, spin attack. I can't see what's going on at all in this fight. There was his backflip. I saw it, but I did not even see it coming. Even looking directly at him stunned like that, I did not see that backflip coming. He completely missed it, but even so. Alright, 320 deaths. Oh, we're not getting as close as we were before. This frost turret, we really need the RNG from this. We really need it to actually work out for us consistently, but we need its damage. Its damage is necessary. I really wish we had that other, that other fire ability, the one that says it chases people around. I feel like that would be a strong one. But we don't. And I don't feel like going and trying to figure out how to grab it. So, we're gonna keep at this. I just realized something. Do weapon skills not actually cost any stamina? I mean, I played this entire game, but I don't think I noticed that before. Nice, send him out of it. Here, have a laser. Alright. Seemed like that actually did good damage that time. Maybe because he was attacking in the middle of it. Does that count as something that's does more damage? Getting a counter strike. Okay, that stun is really irritating. Don't stun me, no. Stop. Stop! Oh great. Oh great. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Yep, I'm doomed. I don't know why I kept getting staggered like that. Yeah, I don't know why I got staggered like that. I usually don't get staggered that way when when I accidentally touch those things. Usually it just hurts me. But I kept getting stun locked. Oh, that was really irritating. Don't know what else I can do, so we're gonna keep doing this until it works. It's right now it's definitely RNG as to whether or not we get this. Where'd he go? Did he get stunned in the air? I'm not sure what just happened right there. It was very bizarre. Nope, you're not doing it. I'm stunning you out of it. You're doing this. Go ahead. This attack is mostly a waste of time in his non-charged up form. Doesn't actually end up ever doing him any damage lately. Does that have iframes? Because I keep somehow dodging attacks while doing it. Probably does not, but it feels like it does sometimes. Oh my gosh, what was that? He did his backflip, then he did 2 electrics, I think, or something like that, and it insta-killed me. And there was no way to get out of it either. Unless I have some way of seeing through when he's gonna do that attack, it's just impossible. Crap, I can't hit him out of that. Block! Yeah, that was a decent idea, I guess. Yeah. What is he doing? Okay, can't block that. Oh my gosh. It's just that attack. It really is. There's basically nothing that he has that can affect me except 2 things. Oh, nothing he has that can kill me. Everything affects me, but... Those regular slashes, they're never gonna kill me. This annoying lightning maze thing, that can kill me. This backflip, that can definitely kill me. That spin attack, when he does it twice, that can kill me. Those are the only things. I guess he could exhaust all my health items at a certain point, and he does, but mostly it's just those attacks that end up stopping me before then. Ow. Well, good thing I can take a chance to heal. Okay, I got lucky there. Did not intentionally dodge that backflip attack. Oh, you jerk. He's doing the regular one. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the point of the fight where I get stunned. No, no, not again. Oh, the backflip, the backflip. I'm so tempted to just take Yakumo and obliterate him for backflipping me all this time. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep at him. We got so close before. We know it's possible. I just switched Blood Veils and to the Suicide Spur, and I upgraded it and made it lightning. The reason being, the Raven Fatigues, although it has better lightning defense, I don't know if that's really helping us that much. And the Suicide Spur has a whole lot of dark boost. Well, it has a little bit more. It doesn't have a whole lot more, I guess, but it has more. And so I wanted to try it out with that. And it also has a little bit better stun resistance, and that's also important since we keep getting stunned. So I think it'll be a slightly better bet. I did make it lightning as well, just to give it a little bit more competitive lightning resist. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit. I don't think there's any other one that will give us as much dark gift scaling. Doesn't look like it. So wait, Black Blood Liberator would have. Oh well. It doesn't give us as much stun resistance. And yeah, it's we'll still get a little bit of a boost, so it's fine. Wait a second, if I upgraded it though. Darn it. Okay, I need to go back. Oh, I just realized something. Making it lightning actually takes away a lot of dark damage. Maybe that's why the Suicide Spur isn't as good anymore. Let me see. Suicide Spur basic would be 1345. This one is also 1345. Okay, so maybe that's my problem here. Whoops. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make this. Although actually, did that do the same thing to this one? Okay, it did, but it didn't have as much of an effect. Alright, fine. We're not gonna get the extra lightning bonus. Putting it back. So, looking at the resistances and stuff here, it's hard to tell which one of these I'd actually want to use. The Liberator has more drain rating, which is actually really important to us. And it has better crush defense. I think it does mostly slash, though. It has worse stun resistance, though, which I guess is not that big of a deal. Just don't get stunned. I'm wondering if we should switch to the Black Blood in this case. That lack of slash resist is really the problem. I'm not sure the lack of slash resist is going to be worth it for the extra drain rating. We've already got plenty of Ichor. So I think we're going to stick with the Suicide Spur. And we're going to try that out against the boss. Hopefully we'll do a bit more damage, and maybe that'll make the difference. Alright, here we go again. Okay, that's some good damage there. Oh, he's doing his thing. I can't stop him. Fine. You gonna run around? What are you doing? Alright, you're slashing. Ow. Ow. Yeah, we certainly still take damage. We just need to do damage. Yeah, I'm thinking his attacks are mostly physical rather than electric, though. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, okay. I don't know if that really helped or didn't help. I guess we'll have to do more runs in order to see. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have to do this today, but this is probably still going to be one video for you. I don't think I'm going to split this up into multiple, because I want to get the boss done in this video, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Alright, welcome back. I'm a bit tired and have a slight headache, so I'm in perfect condition to fight this boss and win. So let's continue on with what we were doing before. Oops. Not this crap again. And insta-kill. Whoops. Okay, I thought we were doing alright there for a bit, but those insta-kill attacks, can't really do much about them. Oof, wow. I don't know how I could have even dodged that. I guess they go in a set distance away from each other, but still, that was pretty rough. Stop jumping! Oh my gosh, this guy's irritating. He jumps back like that all the time. Like he knows I'm using my ability. He wants to waste it. It's not appreciated. Crap. Here we go again. Dodge the thingies. Heal up quick. Right, stay out of the AoE. That's for darn sure. Oh my gosh. Yep. And I'm dead. Oh, that attack. I don't know what to do about that. I still don't. I'm putting my dodge in place back on for that kind of scenario. I feel like that's sometimes the only way to dodge those kinds of things. That attack again. Okay, I saw it coming that time, but I couldn't do anything about it. I saw it coming there too, actually. Oh my gosh. This guy's pretty brutal. No, not stun. Oh, and I died instantly. Oh, this guy's getting pretty annoying with his stunning and his backflip attack that I can't see coming. Those little traps he lays. We'll keep at it though. so I can spin too. No, none of that, please. No, not this. Anything but that. Crap, out of the middle, out of the middle. I forgot about that. Yes! Oh my gosh, I almost died at the end there because I forgot he was going to jump into the middle, not do a spinny slash. Oh, thank goodness that is over. Oh my gosh, that is a crazy boss. Yeah, I got the time elapsed 4 minutes. I think that's an okay time. It definitely speed ran that. My strategy for that fight was to just stay as close to him as possible that time. And that's what I was trying there, and it seemed to work out for me alright. Just keep getting in his face, keep doing as much damage as possible. And in the end of the day, we finally did it. Okay, man, I'm glad that is over. Interesting that we don't get any kind of cutscene, though, now that that's over. Let me see if there's anything else waiting for us. It seems like there isn't, but I would hope that there is at least some sort of acknowledgement that we beat the DLC. Okay, so there's no more of those little notification things over here, and it doesn't seem like Davis has anything to say about it either, so I think we're just done then. A bit anticlimactic of a ending to just defeat the boss and then that's it, but it was still, I mean, that boss, I'm not going to say was tons and tons of fun, but it was still a fun boss. Not as fun as the first one in the DLC, but definitely better than the second, so I still enjoyed it, and I'd say overall the DLC was not great, so I agree with most of the opinions out there, but I think at least doing the first boss, if you already have the DLC, I'd recommend that. That was a lot of fun. So that's all I have to say about that. I think I already gave my opinions about the game as a whole in the last video before the DLC, so you can go and check out that if you're interested in my thoughts about the game as a whole. Overall, I like it though, as a summary, and I hope there's a Code Vein 2 or something like that. So I won't ramble on too much this time. We beat the boss. I'm very happy about that. I will never do that again, but it was still plenty fun. I still enjoyed it. Just very annoying. Definitely would rather not have dealt with some of the nonsense in those fights. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.